Okay. Hi, guys. Hello. So I'm live finally. If you guys do find this from my other social media, I'm grateful that you're here. But the link I gave you is a bad link, so I apologize. But please do not use that link. You won't find that video. I apologize. But we are live. We are here. We're just going to have some fun because it's Friday night and I honestly don't have much else going on. Let's see how it goes. I pulled out some of my lesser used decks, so we're going to read from those. I'm currently shuffling the Animal Power Oracle by Alyson Charles, so I'm interested to see what we get for that reading, or for this reading, I should say. Let's see. There was some. Oh, if you guys are watching this in playback, I will be filling in the information after this gets posted, just because I wanted to get as face to face as I could with you guys, so I didn't keep you waiting. So all of my links, all of the decks I'm using will be listed in the description. So there's that. So this week has been busy and kind of unfun, just because of I had some weird mental health stuff going on Wednesday. Just kidding, it was yesterday, but I think it got started on Wednesday, but it wasn't great yesterday. I'm okay today, but there were some things that went down that weren't fun for me to deal with. So there's been that. Double bonus, I had some family over that I was really trying not to be mean to, because they are quite young. So I'm okay. I am fine. It's just a matter of keeping my impulses under control, which was a bit weird, let's just say. So, what are we going to do for this live? We're going to hang out. We're going to get some cards, see whatever messages we need to see, and then there will be, actually coming tomorrow, I have some new artwork going up on my socials, new artwork, new vlogs, everything's ready to go for August. So when it gets here, I will be heading for it, heading towards the rest of the year. So content for September, October, November, December. I have a bunch of extra material I need to draw for, which I'm very excited to share. And then it will be a matter of just getting everything ready to go, which is going to be a fun experience. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, just a quick housekeeping thing. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, the chat box is open. So if you feel safe to leave those with me, I'm happy to help where I can. But let's be civil. Let's be fair and open-minded to everybody. And let's keep it a safe conversation. I am using a deck that is centered around the LGBTQIA community. So if I do see any slurs or inappropriate comments, I will take them down. This video, this live stream is for everybody, but I won't tolerate it being unsafe. So please keep that in mind, and I hope you find a message that resonates with you. Oh, okay, that was a terrible shuffle, but there's another weirdly shaped deck in my collection. This is the Circles of Healing by Alana Fairchild. So we'll see what we need to see. Okay. So let's get started. Yeah. Let's get started and see what we need to see here. Okay. All right. So to get started with our oracle, we have the koala, which is calling us to let go. Okay. We have the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Okay. We have believing in magic, and it says true magic is abounding in my life. Okay. Alrighty. And we also have, through the trustworthy grace of divine timing, my soul blooms and creatively expresses my unique destiny with love. Okay. And there is the mandala associated with this card. Okay. So there's something here that you are feeling insecure over, specifically to do with a creative pursuit. I'm also sensing there is some self-doubt and discomfort around that, because you don't think it's likely that you're having trouble believing in your own capabilities. Certainly when it comes to a creative pursuit or something about your creative process doesn't feel secure right now. And you've been going forward with this effort, even though it hasn't felt comfortable, it hasn't felt right. There's something not okay right now. Okay. And you're being encouraged to really step into that discomfort. And I'm saying it that way because there are lessons to be learned from being unsettled. There are lessons to be learned from being unsettled. And where that encouragement comes in, especially if you're really feeling that and you're feeling anxious over that discomfort, is that you need to know that your hard work has paid off. You have made progress and you are getting to where you need to go. But on top of that, you have so much, you have a gift, okay? You have a gift of, I'm stuck on the idea of there being a gift here that is creating a magical effect for you, okay? And I think part of this is that you're trying to explain what that thing is to yourself. You're trying to justify, you're trying to justify it. You're trying to make obvious to yourself what isn't obvious yet, or probably won't be right away. Okay. Basically, and I'm going to use this metaphor, you're trying to pull the rabbit out of your hat when that rabbit isn't present for you yet. Okay. There's something here about you rushing a process or trying to get to an end result faster than would be necessary for whatever this is to really come to fruition. And there's part of this that yeah, part of this is that you're resistant because you want things to stay comfortable while they are changing. Okay. And that isn't going to work. Change doesn't work like that. All right. Something has to be different in order for you to grow, in order for you to really get into, in order for you to grow, in order for you to absorb lessons and to make things happen for yourself. The reason I get there is this letting go aspect is indicating to me that there is a resistance to letting things change. Okay. I feel like something about this is compelling you to say you want your cake and you want to eat it too. Interesting. Let's explore that a little bit further. Let's get into our tarot. Okay. So let's see what we have to start our tarot reading with. Let's see what we need to see here. Okay. 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 All right. All right. So to start with our tarot, we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups. So there definitely seems to be some dissatisfaction and emotional turbulence around whatever this is. And it's likely being triggered by these thoughts of, your supposed lack, this resistant aspect of it. And it's caused, I think this is being caused by some thoughts that are getting you to feel, dissatisfied, uncomfortable, very bored. And there seems to be a refusal of facts, really. Okay, because you have this two of wands here. The fact of the matter is that the gate is open for you, and you have the means of exploring what options you have. Okay, but I think part of this is the fear of getting out of your comfort zone is going to, that fear aspect is keeping you you're double whammying yourself with this discomfort, because not only is your comfort zone too small for you, okay, you're resisting exploring and growing and learning, okay. And I think that resistance, that fear, is coming from a place of perceived inability. Like, I don't know A, B, and C about this topic, or I don't know enough about, I'm just hearing boating or paddle boarding, for example. Like, I don't know why the metaphor of a boat came in, but something to do with navigating. The thing is, you've stayed where you have been planted because you needed to grow in that space and the time you needed for it. But now it's time to figure out a way of letting go, so you can let your perspective on this matter shift a little bit. Okay. And I do think you feel there's something here that tells me you do feel like something better is just around the corner. Okay. But you're too afraid to open the door. Okay. Interesting. Let's see some hidden and clarifying energy here. Okay. So our hidden energy is the King of Cups. I think there's an emotional attachment to this place of home, to this place of comfort, because you've developed a lot of your energy here, okay? And you've developed coping mechanisms for yourself that have allowed you to see things in a way where you can certainly analyze them. You can analyze them without being overly reactive. However, that has served you where you have been, but now that you're being called to move forward out of this place, I think part of what you're starting to realize is that your coping mechanisms have developed in a very narrow and limited space, and it's time to let those expand. For some reason, I'm getting some of you are potentially moving out, and I'm getting there because it's going to be school season again. That's starting up again. Don't know where the time went, but we're here. So for some of you, this could be maybe moving out for college, moving out for school, in time to learn to take what you know on the small scale and put it on a big scale, right? And that's tough. I get it, because I knew a lot of people who dealt with anxiety and certainly a couple of them with severe depression while I was still in school. And you know what? I was there too. But in any case, the point is it's time to expand the coping mechanisms that you have in terms of handling your emotions, okay? And your clarifying energy here is that you have what it takes to do that, okay? Because I feel like at this time there will be certain things that you go through that just make you want to rage quit, whatever the situation you find yourself in. Excuse me. And it's at the point where you are desperately feeling the need to do something with this anxious energy, this fearful energy. You don't know what, but in order to just get something done, you feel the need to be impulsive or do something on impulse. But the thing is, you also know that that may not serve you in the long run, because you have a higher sense of yourself and how you go through your emotions, okay? And you've had to work to overcome some of your baser emotions. I think the situation might not be any different from what you've experienced in the past, okay? So there is that. Let's see. Let's move into another deck and see what it is we need to see. Okay. Okay. So let's see why we're seeing a Page of Swords here. Why are we seeing our Page of Swords? Page of Swords, please. What are we seeing for a Page of Swords? Okay. So to start, we are looking at the Six of Air. This is the Six of Swords. Okay, so again, definitely something mental here. But we're looking at it from a place of forward movement and progress, of leaving behind some things that aren't serving us. Again, the gates are open. We're ready. We're ready, but we're standing here wondering whether we should, right? Some of the old ways we're looking at this situation are changing, and they're moving on. Again, this could be us literally moving, but certainly I'm sensing that we're thinking about our situations differently. Okay. But we also have, what else do we have? We also have the 5 of Earth, or the 5 of Coins, 5 of Pentacles, if you know that differently. Here, this is talking about coming in and asking for help. We're moving away from feeling like we're stuck in a place we don't want to be. Okay, and that's interesting because with the 4 of Cups, with the 2 of Wands, certainly with the King of Cups and Strength, we've had to find a way of acknowledging that we feel stuck and letting ourselves ask for the help we need to move forward. Okay, that's our 5 of Pentacles here. And the basic description of this card I give, if it's a singular card, is that it's you're out in the cold, but there's help for you on the other side of the door. All you have to do is knock and ask for it, right? The thought of doing that may have had you feeling like you couldn't, like you were somehow weak, or you were less than, because I can't do it by myself. Whatever the situation is, you can't handle it by yourself. And that's probably made you feel very insecure and invalidated. But there could be something in this that you've kind of denied the need for help with. Okay, and that's where I think this mindset is transitioning or moving away. Okay, because I think there's part of this that you're starting to see as being it being kind of too big for you to carry by yourself. Okay, so what is this 2 of Wands here for? Why are we seeing our 2 of Wands here? 2 of Wands, please. What's going on here? Okay, we have the 8 of Water, or the 8 of Cups. Okay, where you have been has served you as it has become necessary for it to. But now it's time. Now it's time to really go through the gates. Okay, they are open, and you've seen them stay open for a long time. There are things in your situation where you are right now that are disappointing. They're sad. They're uncomfortable. You know you don't want to be in this place, but you keep yourself stuck by not allowing, by holding on and not allowing yourself to ask for help when you need it. Okay. Once again, you're being called to move past it. And I'm making it sound like it's easy. It really isn't. And I appreciate that it's like, this is familiar, this is home, this stuckness is where I do my best life things in. But the fact of the matter is that it's become too small, and you're outgrowing that space. And that's why you're likely getting this 8 of Water, or this 8 of Cups. Okay. You're also getting the 3 of Earth, or the 3 of Pentacles. Again, confirming that there is a support system around you, and that you do have people who genuinely want to see you succeed at this task. Okay, because they want better for you. They love you deeply, and they want you to succeed. I just said that. Case in point, they will help you find your footing, find your path. Maybe not necessarily finding your path, but they'll put you, they'll put one arm on one shoulder and someone else is going to have your arm on the other shoulder, and they'll walk you down the path as they can, because that's what this team is willing to do for you, right? Okay. So there's the Three of Earth, or the Three of Pentacles. But this is also going to help you achieve the goal you set out for in the first place. Okay. So there's the Three of Earth. Okay. Here we go. Let's see why we are seeing our Four of Cups. Why are we seeing our Four of Cups here? Okay. Okay, guys, we have the King of Cups coming out again, which is interesting. It's interesting because it's a repeat card. Now, I realize this isn't what we're clarifying here, but in this regard, I think you're being asked to command your emotions on this matter a little bit better, because they have been coming up. And again, because we're getting the Strength card here, they've been coming up. It's felt, you've kind of felt a little bit out of control with how you're feeling, and it certainly triggered some thoughts that may have been uncomfortable or intrusive here. But you're being commanded to take control because you have that capability. Okay. But you also, you're also being encouraged to analyze your soul, analyze your feelings rather than reacting, because reacting feels more comfortable. That's not what needs to happen here. Okay. Yeah, that isn't what needs to happen here. In terms of there is also a choice. Again, going back to your two of wands here, you have the choice of staying or going, and I don't think that choice is as hard to make as it seems. Yes, you're thinking about it, and of course, you don't know what's around the corner. That's fair. That's totally fair. Okay. But because this Two of Swords, this Two of Air is in reverse, I think there might be the sense of you overthinking the matter a bit too much, because yes, you're hesitating, and whereas if this card were upright, it would have said stop and gather what you're missing. I think you have everything you need to make that decision now. Okay. It's just that this fear and this resistance is holding you in a place of, I don't want to decide this right now because it's too much. It's too big. I don't have what it takes. I can't do this. I don't know. These authority cards, these king cards, suggest otherwise to me. But these are emotional cards. Also, if you are a water sign, I get the fact that you're very much in your feels. Some of us more than others. I'm Pisces moon and Scorpio rising, so of course I feel it a lot. So if you're any of the water signs, or you have a deep connection to your emotions, this is real. This is a lot, and I get it. Okay. But again, I think that you are, you're in a place, you're putting yourself in a place of discomfort because you don't know. Neither do I. What's going to happen an hour from now? What's going to happen 2 days from now? Who knows, right? There's no use fearing what's coming, if it is, there's right now, I don't feel like there's any use in fearing what's coming, because you're just at the start of your journey. Okay. So let's see why we are seeing our King of Cups, this amazing energy here. King of Cups, why are we seeing it? Okay, we're seeing it because we have the Water Prince or the Knight of Cups. It's time to take action. Time to take action on this part of our emotional journey. This journey. Okay, let me try that again. It's time to take action on getting this part of our journey to emotional and spiritual growth started. Okay. Because like I said, we've grown up in this little comfort zone and we've done the coping mechanisms, but they've been they've been developed very narrowly, and now it's time to expand, right? It's time to take action on that expansion. Okay. There is room to grow if we give ourselves permission, and we give ourselves the space to. Okay. I'm hearing for some of you doing self-care, mental health care, bodily care, any of those things may be important to you or may need to be prioritized in your life more than they possibly are. Okay. And we also have the Eight of Earth. So some of this is going to be difficult. It's going to be a lot of work. And certainly there could be some things that you're addressing that possibly nobody. Okay. Case in point, you're putting in the work. You're being called to put in the work. You're being called to put in the work because this is time to take action. Time to take action. Let's go with that. Now back to this Water Prince energy here. I'm sensing some of you are feeling kind of vulnerable. Okay, with whatever. Feeling kind of vulnerable with whatever you might have experienced. Okay. I'm saying it that way because there's a sense of you being very open-hearted with how you're feeling, and that could be a good start to getting you down the road. So let's see what our Strength card looks like. Why are we seeing our Strength card here? Okay, you know what? We have the Ten of Cups coming out, or the Ten of Water here. So there will be a time of incredible feeling, incredible emotional overflow. This is generally a very positive and happy card, because what you're looking at is long-lasting peace, love, happiness. It's going to transcend all of the things that you've experienced in your past and the road leading up to this point. Okay. And we're also seeing the Page of Wands, or the Fire Princess. That's the Page of Wands. So here there's something new that's coming into fruition. Spark has been lit, and it's putting forward a lot of passionate, bright, beautiful, fiery energy. Okay. We've allowed ourselves to feel, we've allowed ourselves to learn about how we process our emotions. Okay. And yeah, the fire has been stoked. The gates are open. It's time to stop resisting our magic and actually work on making some of that happen. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to pause for a minute and get a water break. So, again, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, anything of the sort, chat box is open. Comments are going to be available after this goes live. So, cheers. Let's hydrate. Yeah, twist this around. Okay, let's hydrate. So, cheers again. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see what else we have going on for this reading. What else do we need to see? Okay. It's too many cards, but we'll take the first 5 that come out. Okay. So we have death. Okay, that's interesting. We have death. We have the 5 of swords. Okay. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So that's interesting here. There's something changing about a mindset. This is a change of energy from one form to another. And because we have 2 swords cards here, there has been a change in mindset. Okay. Whereas before you were constantly feeling a lot of conflict, a lot of drama, a lot of reactivity. Okay. You decided that this probably wasn't worth the effort you gave it in the first place. Okay. Because you're starting to see yourself kind of losing the things you had in lieu of what you're gaining from thinking the things you're thinking, or from holding the perspectives you had. That something about your mentality right now is taking a shift, and it's moving away, and it's like, I don't hold with what my beliefs used to be. Okay. So there's that change. Okay. But what this change is allowing you to do is finally assess and reassess. Assess what you're picking up, reassess what you already believe, and know that you have the power to integrate both of those things. Because I do think that there are new bits and pieces of information that are helping you shift, helping you do the first part, helping you take action the way you need to, as evidenced by the first part of the reading. Okay. Let's see some hidden and clarifying energy, please. Why are we seeing? All right. Okay. You know what? There's some space going on, inner energetic space here. Okay. Hidden energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, we've been on a cycle that has taken us down. But the good thing is that we're bouncing back up again. Okay. And that's generally, that's kind of the general meaning of this card, is that if you go down, you're going to come back up, and if you're coming back up, you're probably going to go back down again. It's a cycle. We're not everyone's beholden to it, because nature doesn't have to feel good, but we are we are only human and we make mistakes, and the way we acknowledge those mistakes or don't acknowledge those mistakes says a lot about us, right? Where I'm going with this is that the cycle is due to bounce back up for us, okay? And it's doing that because we've had this change, we've had this shift in perspective, okay? All right. Okay. All right, interesting. We're having this, we have the Five of Wands coming out here. So, again, conflict, observation, in the sense of drama that we're have the choice of being part of or stepping aside from. Um, in this case, okay, let me read this too. I did read this two ways for you. One aspect of this situation is that whatever you might have been involved in, that thought process that puts you in that stuck feeling is now released because you've taken the step back and you've made the decision not to get involved in the drama, not to get where you might have been uncomfortable. On the other hand, because your situation is changing and because you're being encouraged to make the transition from being comfortable to expanding, that could be causing a lot of, and I'm sensing this is more internal drama, but that could also indicate that there are people in your space, your physical space, that are uncomfortable and doubtful of you making this change actually happen for yourself, which is sad and it's weird and it is dramatic and traumatic. But I think something about this is entirely for you. Okay. This expansion is entirely for your benefit and for your personhood to grow. Right? Okay, I hope that made sense. What else do we need to see? What else do we need to see here? What's going on? Ooh. Okay. What do we need to see? Okay. Oh, that was easy. Okay. So, to start here, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. The Two of Wands. Okay. Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Fool. Okay. So, here's the thing. You've had the choice all along. You've always had the choice. Okay. Yeah, you've had the choice all along. Okay. Part of the fear, part of what has made you feel fearful is the fact that you have so many options at your fingertips and you don't want to choose wrong, because I think instinctively like, okay, I have a lot on my plate, I have a lot of good things going for me, but if I choose the wrong thing, I'm going to fail. If I choose the right thing, I'm going to succeed. And am I afraid of the success? Is this going to be too much pressure? Or what is it exactly that what is it that I need to be careful of? That's the question mark. That question mark at the end of that question mark at the end of that phrase is what's making you hesitant to get out of the gates, right? I'm also, I'm sensing though that part of this energy feels weird because you want to go. Like, you do want to go. You do want to make this happen for yourself. However, the fear of the unknown is really sticking with you. Okay, and again, that unknown is what choice to make. Okay, the fact of the matter, though, like I said, you've always had the choice. It's always been there. It's always been right in front of you. Okay, but you are being encouraged to make a choice. You're being encouraged to make a choice. I think if you listen to what's on your heart, follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow your heart, you're going to make that leap forward. And even bonus points, guys, if you do decide to take that leap of faith, the universe is on your side. Divine energy is on your side. However you want to name that thing that is bigger than us, guides, angels, spirits, however you want to identify that energy, it's already on your side. They're going to catch you. Okay? They're going to catch you. They're encouraging you to do this anyway, because what's on the other side of that gate? Yeah. What's on that other side of the gate? You have the Ace of Cups as your hidden energy here. So there's new things to discover. There's new like this. Yeah, there's new things to discover, new expansion to be made. Really cool, amazing things are yet to be discovered because you're not going out and exploring where you need to. Okay? Okay, let's go with that. There's our hidden energy. Yeah, and our clarifying energy here is that we have justice. So there will be things you need to answer for. There will be ways that are safe, open, loving, caring. All of those caring, loving, safe ways are going to help you stay in balance, answer for past behaviors. You may need to take the humble pill, right? But that doesn't mean it isn't serving for anything, right? Because you have this Ace of Cups, okay? Yeah, the gates are open. It's okay. Take the leap of faith, because you have new things to discover, okay? All right. Well then, I hope that made any sort of sense. Again, if you have any questions, all of that jazz, here's the chat box over here. I don't know if I'm getting this. Hello. All right. I'm here to help. How can I help? Okay. So yeah, let's see what else goes. Okay. Guys, King of Cups. This is the third time I've seen this card come out from our tarots. Some deep emotions are coming out for some of you. And again, we're analyzing rather than reacting. Analyzing rather than reacting. I like this card. Yeah, I like this card. Again, possibly going to the fact that I'm 2 water signs out of the 3 big signs that I have. So you know what? Let's look into our King of Cups. Why are we being seen? Why are you being seen so dang much, sir? You know what? Sorry, dude. Where are we seeing this? Yeah, where are we seeing this happen? Okay, we have the Chariot. We have Justice, okay. Why else are we seeing this King of Cups? King of Cups. King of Cups here. Why are we seeing it? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups, okay. And we have the Ten of Cups. All right. King of Cups. Wait, whoa. Okay, Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, there's some deep emotional connections here, and a lot of this is to do with how we're feeling. Okay, a lot is going to start moving. Yeah, a lot is going to start moving forward because we have some clarity over why certain things are happening. Okay. I think there's part of this is taking comfort in the fact that Seven of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. There will be a time where either we have to answer for the harm we've caused. Okay. Yeah, for there will be a time to answer for the harm we've caused. This could be other people potentially coming to us and kind of apologizing or admitting to things that they've done wrong. Okay, this could be us recognizing that there's been some unknowns that have come to light that have hurt us, that have caused us pain. There's that. But we also have, again, we have this choice aspect here. Okay. Do we react in this case with the King of Cups? Do we react or do we analyze? Okay, we have that choice. Right. And, we have the 9 and 10 of Cups. So, again, there's some emotional overflow coming right through. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional overflow coming right through. Okay. And, on one side, it could be very good because we're starting to realize things that are, that are coming to light. But we are, we're in a place of, we're in a place to analyze rather than react to our emotions. Okay. All right. There we go. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for that reading. We can go through my cards again. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Let's see some cards. What else do we need to see tonight? All right. Okay. Alrighty. What else? I know my wrist has been very tense lately, so that's why you're hearing me mutter in pain. Okay. So let's see what else. Okay. I think after this part of the reading, I'm going to call it quits for now. But I hope to be on live again very soon. Again, a link to my commissions page is up here. And if you're watching this in playback, everything I've used is in the description. So, yeah, let's go. So the first card we have is I nurture my dreams along the spiraling creative path to higher fulfillment, nourished by hope and empowered by inspiration. Okay. There's the card. All right. Who's that? We have soaring into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. Okay. We have full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. And we have the lion. Embrace honesty and generosity. All right, I'm hearing, I'm sensing that for some of you, this might be a call to step into authenticity. Step into authenticity and joy. Okay. Yeah, there's something here. Yeah, certainly creative energy is coming through quite strongly. But I think that creativity and that joy is allowing you to be very open and very honest about your personhood, about yourself, about your way of expressing. Your way of expressing yourself. Let's go with that. And in doing that, you're starting to see things become very, very joyful, very happy, very, very prosperous and abundant. Okay. And in this, with this energy coming through, everybody wins. You win, you start seeing achievements happen. Okay. There's certainly a lot of positive, good energy coming through. So there's that. Okay. Let's see what our tarot has to say. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords. Okay. You have the Earth Princess or the Page of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Four of Wands. Okay. And you have the Eight of Wands. Okay. So interestingly enough here, I'm seeing that there's some deceptions coming through that are being handled in a way that aren't, it isn't necessarily confrontational, but you're starting to pick up on some things that haven't necessarily been as clear. Okay, the Seven of Swords, the encouragement here is that you look at yourself as well as everybody else. Okay, you're not necessarily singling one person out. You're not necessarily singling anybody else out. But you're starting to see where it is you could do better, all right, where it is everybody else could do better. And again, I'm getting to this because you have the Earth Princess, you have the Page of Pentacles. So there could be some lessons learned from not doing this assessment that are allowing you to integrate where it is you want to be, right? Okay, where you are and where you want to be. Let's put it that way. Now you also have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So things are going to start really moving and really, really moving forward, really keeping, really moving forward. Okay. And the thing is, you have a stable foundation and a good support system behind you while you're making this forward movement. Okay. So there is that. I am going to call it here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Again, everything is in the description. Everything's in the chat. Let me know how I did. If you like this reading, if something in here resonated. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. So until then, stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody. Started doing